Hey guys, this is Cy with Rocom Fitness. I'm still covering day one of the CrossFit Games. I'm going to backtrack just a second. I didn't cover the women's event one, kind of my thoughts on that, and then go into event two since I haven't covered that yet. So, event one, women's side, Tia Claire Toomey, doing well, finishing first. You got Matt Fraser on one side and the men's side finishing first, former fittest man on earth, and then Tia Claire Toomey doing her thing on the women's side, both very impressive. Moving on to event men's two, it just seems to me it's like the Matt Fraser show. He gets the 200 out of 200 possible points, finishes first in both event one, event two. He's come to perform. He wants 4 in a row. I don't know if he's just trying to bring Rich out of retirement, or he's just there, doing his best to compete, and nobody's able just to hang with him. But he's doing great, doing a good thing. I see my thoughts on how the games are going to end up, or who's got a shot still. The way I see the leaderboard going. If you're in that 1st to 10th spot in the men's side, you've got a good shot. It could go either way. We don't know what the next events are. We don't know if the points are going to fall. If Fraser continues to do what he's doing, we can just assume he's going to be in that top 3, top 5 spot, just based on how he's already performed in event 1 and event 2 on day 1. But if you're in that 1 to 10 spot, I think it's doable. You've probably got a good shot. It really just depends on what everybody else does in that top 10. I think if you're within 15, you might have a shot. There's still a chance, but I wouldn't count on it. If you're on that the end, if you're 15, you've really got to perform and do well, maybe win an event or two to really give yourself a shot by the time Saturday and Sunday roll around. Anything past that, barring some crazy injuries or something drastic just happening in that 1 to 10 spot, I really don't see it happening. It could happen, I guess. It really just depends. Maybe the events come up to where it really just suits those athletes' strengths, but I really just, based on who's left in the top 10, I just don't see it happening. On the women's side of things, I think that the points are slightly more evenly spread. I think that instead of 1 to 10, I think that 1 to 15 spot, you've got a good shot. It really, again, depends on what the next couple events are. And I think anybody in that 1 to 15 has a good shot, with Tia Claire Toomey winning the first event and then getting 12, I believe, in the second event, and landing at 3rd in the leaderboard as of right now. I see that somebody within that 15 spot could maybe win an event or two, and find themselves in the top 5, top 10 going into Saturday. So I think that you really do have that shot on the women's side to really make it interesting. I just don't feel that it's that evenly spread or spread out. The chances are that good on the men's side of the leaderboard. If you're in 15 plus, I think it's a long shot on the women's. Not because the points are too spread out necessarily. I think, that there still is a gap there, but really it's more about who that top 15 is. So if you're 18 or 20 and you still got a shot as far as points go, I think really the harder mountain to climb here isn't how far apart am I on points, but it's who do I have to beat to be able to get into that top 5 and top 10. I think it's just too far apart in terms of the competitors that are up there. Honestly, I think that our winner, probably on the women's side, is going to be in that top 4. I know that up to like 6 or 8, some of the women are tied in points, but I really do believe that top 4 probably holds our winner. Just some impressive finishes. Some athletes that have been there before have historically done well, and we don't know what the events are, but we just have some really good competitors in the top 4, I believe. If Tia Claire Toomey could win it again, or Annie Thorisdottir could pull it out. I think that it could be anybody. It really could. But that top 4, I believe, holds our women's winner for this year. I'm really excited for Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday morning, really, to see what those next events are. I'm hoping that we see something like a power clean ladder, even though, not that I hate them. I think I would probably, power cleans are my thing. I love them, but I think I would probably struggle if I were in the games, and that's, following the 2 events we just had, going into tomorrow with like a power clean ladder. But I do want to see something like that, or maybe like Murph. I feel like if we set up the remaining athletes with one of those exercises or something along those lines, it would make it really interesting. Something endurance based, or something, weightlifting wise, where you've got to climb this ladder and continue to be able to stretch that 1 rep max up into some higher weights that might suit some of the men that have fallen below that 15th spot. Give them a chance to maybe finish higher than they would have if we had had another event like we've already had for day 1. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping Murph, I'm hoping power clean ladder, something that's really going to take a while and is really going to be more specialized or suit some of these other athletes. So make it more competitive, but also give us a better idea of where we lie with the athletes that we have left. I'm really excited about that. And I think it might just give some people a chance. I mean, we've seen Ben Smith do very well. He's come through, he's shown that he's worthy to be there. He's earned his wild card spot, right? But athletes like Hunter McIntyre that have brought a lot of controversy into the games. He's currently at 62nd. He's still in it, right? I mean, he's technically got a chance. He could win out the rest of the events. I don't know where that'd put him if Matt Frazier wins second at every event, but he still technically, I guess, has a chance if there were some injuries, or if everybody in the top 10 to 15 just does not do very well and he happens to do extremely well. So I don't see him finishing top 10 or even 20, but I would love to see somebody have a chance to prove that maybe their wild card spot wasn't in vain, and that it was given to him, and that he earned it. So I don't know. I just want to see what he can do with the opportunity. It would stink to come in, and I know we didn't have high expectations for him, but to come in and really, be out by Saturday morning, you would hope that he would maybe have something like an endurance event that might give him a chance to show that, hey, I'm not going to win, but maybe I can make some of those top 15, top 25 finishers a little nervous about being here. So anyway, I just want to see it competitive tomorrow, and either have more competition between those remaining and really have a shot at the end, or have somebody like Hunter McIntyre be able to come in there and make somebody nervous, and have them have to really work harder than they would normally have to work in an endurance event. So look forward to tomorrow. That's my recap for today, and I will see you